From the KATC Weatherland, here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, the heat is staying on, and so is that sun. By the way, we've been tracking the ultraviolet index, which is on a scale of 1 to 11. Don't ask me how we got to 11, but that's the scale. But look at what we have been reading in Lafayette. And this is my solar gauge at my home, and it is quite accurate. And we've been hitting that sun in the extreme range. So again, be careful out there with all the high heat. And of course, no matter what your skin tone is, you can get a nasty burn out there in a short period of time on top of heat exhaustion or heat prostration. So again, keep that in mind. So let's take a look at what's going on with respect to the numbers. And here we are, 43 days in a row since June 7th of 90-degree plus temperatures. 31 of those days, three-quarters of those days have been 95 plus, and today is one of those days. We'll get the official reading for you tonight at 6 o'clock. 12 days above 98. I think we add a couple more to those before the weekend is done, or the weekend is done. And our lows have eased a little bit, but they've been close to 80 for most of that period as well, upper 70s to lower 80s. And here we have the same heat dome, and we're under that heat dome, keeping all showers and storms around the periphery of this ridge of high pressure. And that's where we're seeing the threat of severe weather this afternoon, well to the north around the periphery of that ridge, and locally under the influence of weak high pressure that it's been allowing for very light winds. So you combine that with the high temperatures and heat indices, awfully uncomfortable across Acadiana, and no relief on power Doppler 3, not even a speck showing up this afternoon. A lot of flat cumulus clouds out there as well. Now, as we see the bigger picture, again, the heat advisories continue for Acadiana tomorrow. Excessive heat warnings in the northern part of the state, where temperatures will be reaching triple digits, and the heat index will be pushing maybe 115 to 118, and you can see the excessive heat warnings back through the west, and heat advisories covering much of the southwestern and south central United States. So as we take a look at the big picture, you see some of those storms erupting around the ridge of high pressure. Big storms, New Mexico up through Arizona, and then more clusters expected off to our north and east. And we open it on up and take a quick gander at the tropics. It's quiet in the Gulf and the Caribbean. We still have Tropical Storm Don holding on and getting a little bit better organized. 45-mile-per-hour winds, may go to 60-mile-per-hour winds. That stays out in the central Atlantic, so no concerns there. Farther to the south, though, we got a couple of good-looking tropical waves. One right here south of the Cape Verde Islands, and then another one coming off the African coast. The National Hurricane Center actually tracking this wave with the X, saying it has about maybe a 20% chance of development over the next 7 days. And we'll keep an eye on it. It may try to go as we look at the European model. We see some sort of circulation out here, but at the same time we get into this part of the world. This is Saturday night. We see a little bit of a moisture increase with a little bit of an upper level disturbance that should bring storms. I think they're mainly going to be Saturday night, but they should come last into Sunday, and they may come as early as late Saturday afternoon. But right now we're pushing our best rain chances to Saturday evening. Here's that tropical wave, or that disturbance, not doing much, just an open wave. Behind it, deeper tropical moisture, maybe another wave gets going, getting close to that time of year. But got to remember, all tropical activity in the Atlantic basin, 95% of it happens after August 1st. So we're still early in that hurricane season before things really ramp up in the next 3 to 4 weeks. In the near term, though, we are looking at fair skies overnight tonight. We'll go upper 70s tonight, upper 90s again, the high for tomorrow. And again, mostly sunny conditions. Few clouds tomorrow night may hold us closer to 80. And as we head into Friday afternoon, not much of a change there, getting into the mid to upper 90s. So highs tomorrow between 97 up to 100. Leesville and Alexandria will favor mid to upper 90s, I-10 corridor, and much the same across the coastal parishes, with the exception of Cameron by the immediate coast. And your temperatures, again, your heat index getting up there, 108 to 113 tomorrow afternoon. So let's get into the 10-day forecast. There we see the rain chances late Saturday, but more likely that's going to be Saturday night. And then as we head into Sunday, we'll be looking at more clouds and maybe temperatures not quite so hot. Scattered storms last early next week, but those daytime highs continue mostly in the middle 90s. That's it for weather for now. Marcel?